OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB in his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. DeForest Buckner just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Stafford's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation, making his first NFL start.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Let's go now. Right, 97.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after gaining only a couple.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game in the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Evans in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas. Looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Come on, set.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback charge. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Stafford. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Hurry!
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Here we go.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And cycle.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. They're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Yeah, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Allen for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw into the hands here of Hardman. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Stafford. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he floats one there, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, and it's the Chiefs who have the lead in that one. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Davis Mills, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Josh Jacobs with both of their touchdowns thus far as he scored twice on the ground. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. Checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half. Certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, They've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw here. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes it to Evans. Touchdown, Raiders. Mike Evans. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Stafford on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Stafford. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
Play action. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Hey, 11. Hey, 22. White. Big 20.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Stafford now to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on. And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they?
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, it's Stafford.
And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going deep for Hopkins. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, They will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season,